Hey you guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Ishmael, a South African international student that is studying and living in Ireland, Limerick City currently. Welcome back to my channel basically, where I share my social experiences and give tips to upcoming international students that are coming to study anywhere in Ireland basically. So in Ireland, the academic year is starting up now. It's come in September for 2020-2021, and I know most campuses are starting their academic year on the 28th of September. I know UL, that's when it's starting, and most of students have already told me they're on their way. They've sent me videos and pictures, and some of them have already arrived in Ireland. I've met a few in Limerick, and so I thought, since you guys are finally starting your journey, I thought it would be a good idea just to give you some tips and ideas on what are the 5 most essential cards that you need to make your life easy in Ireland as an international student. So I'm going to go through those 5, trying to keep it short and straightforward, and ask me any questions in the comments or get in touch with me on my social media if you want to know more information on how to get those cards and how you can use them. So come with me and follow me, and I'll show you how to get these cards. The first most important card that you need is obviously your bank account or your bank card, because can't do anything without money. Money is key here. So that will be your bank card. That will be the most important thing. So in Ireland, there's 3 banks as far as I'm aware. The main banks. That's the Bank of Ireland and Allied Irish Bank, which is AIB, and Ulster Bank as well. So the Bank of Ireland has a branch on campus. So I've recently found out that the university is only offering a bank letter for students to open their bank accounts with Bank of Ireland, which I feel like it's unfair forcing them to open with the one bank only, because when we started, we had an option to go and open with AIB or any other bank that you want. Now the good thing is they all offer the same benefits, free of charge, no credit, no charges for withdrawal or any transactions whatsoever. So really you can open with any bank that you want. So what you will need then is you will need your university acceptance letter to show that you're a student. You will need your passport for identification, and if you are funding yourself or private funding, you will need 6 months bank statements of your parents or of yourself, showing that you have enough funds to fund yourself or to sustain yourself in Ireland. And the university will also provide you with they call it a bank letter, where they basically state that you are a student and you qualify to open a bank account. Then that's all you need to go and basically open an account. Just be prepared that it will take time. As I've mentioned in my other videos, things in Ireland take time. So for you to get the bank account, the card and the PIN might take 2 to 3 weeks. So just be prepared for that and have some cash on you in the meantime to get along. So that is the most important thing that you need to do. Your bank card, make sure you get that as soon as you get here. And then number 2 is the immigration card. So now this one, they might call it in different names. It might be the residence permit. They can call it the GNIB. They can call it I forgot what the other name is, but they call it different names. But what it is basically is your visa. It's your card that shows that you are here legally and you are legally allowed to study in Ireland, and it stipulates all the terms and conditions of your visa. So as an international student in Ireland, what we have is a STEM 2 visa, which basically allows you to work 20 hours during school year, academic year, and only 40 hours during school holidays. So you can only work full time during school holidays. So what it says here, it will basically have your name, your when is it valid until, where it was got, where you got it, where is your immigration office, and it's a STEM 2 visa. And then it will also tell you like student permission to study full time, no access to public services or benefits, permission to work subject to limitations, and cannot engage in business. So those are the limitations on your STEM 2 visa. Now this university will book you an appointment as well with the immigration officer at Henry Street in Limerick, next to the Garda station, which is the police station here in Ireland, by the way. But they will book an appointment, and you need to go there with your passport, your university acceptance letter as well, your source of funding as well, and to show that you're going to study at which university and for which course and for how long. So usually it's for a year. So your visa will be valid for a year as a student, as a student, and then after that you will apply for the 1G visa, which allows you to stay in Ireland for 24 months when you're looking for employment. So that's that. So make sure you get that, because if you don't get that, then you are here illegally and you might be deported at some point. So make sure you get that, and it will allow you to access all the other services in Ireland as well. So that is a very important important card. Make sure the university you request the appointment with the university and they book it for you. But when you get into Ireland, at the passport, at the airport, they will stamp your passport for 3 months. So you have until December, for example, for 3 months for you to get the immigration card. Yeah, they can call it the immigration card. So make sure you get that, very important. And then third, it's the PPS card. So in Ireland, they have a lot of cards for everything. Like, I think in the US, they probably call this the social security card, social security number. For you at home, they might be calling it just a text number, but I know in South Africa, we don't have a card for that. It's just a text number. But here in Ireland, they like to have cards for everything. So that's that. So your PPS number is basically your text number, which allows you to work and to get employed in Ireland. And that's what the tax revenue here, that's what they use to tax you. It basically tracks you that number. So without this number, you cannot get employed. You can get employed, but they will tax you high. So you basically have what they call emergency tax, which they will tax a lot of your money. So my advice is, if you know you're going to be wanting to work in Ireland or looking for a job, make sure you get your PPS number as soon as possible. So there's 2 ways to get it. You can get it if you already have a job offer or employment offer, or you can get it by saying you're going to apply for a driver's license. This is a tip. You just fill the form and say you're going to apply for an Irish driver's license, and go and submit the forms or submit them online, and then they will verify that, and then they will give you the PPS number. So this one also takes some time depending on the agent. If it's for employment, you can get it within a week or so, but if it's for driver's license, it might take a few weeks, and then again they will post the card to your address that you fill in, so you'll have to wait for it. But once you get this, you can get any job, and you'll get taxed normal, and you can basically work anywhere in Ireland. This is a very important number that you need to get. And then obviously fourth, it's that has to be the LEAP card, the student LEAP card. So this is basically the National Student Travel and Discount card. With this card, you get discounts for everywhere you travel. So on the bus, for example, in Limerick City, to go from the university to Limerick City cash, the trip will be €2.40 by bus. But if you've got the LEAP card, you get a discount. You pay €1.60, which is quite a lot of discounts. And you get to use this on the trains as well. You get a discount. You can use it on the Lewis train as well, which is those fancy trains in Dublin that they have. You can get discounts on that as well. And you can also use it at some of these shops. If you see the McDonald's, the bus errand, you get Boots, the delivery, Dublin bus, you can use it at any of this. So now, as far as I understand this, you have to pay €10 to get the card from the university, UL Student Life, if you come into Limerick. I don't know about other universities, but yeah, you pay €10 for that, then they give you the card. It will save you a lot of money. You will save so much money with it, and you'll be very grateful, especially if you're also taking like 10 trips or so per day. You get a certain discount on your card or something like that. So definitely this is a money saver. Make sure you get it as international students, especially if you know that you're going to be traveling a lot. It makes your life easier. Now you can reload this card at Centra, or at any of the bus stations. If there's refilling stations, you can fill it by cash or by card as well. €10, €20, and then you know that you use it for a few weeks. You don't have to pay for transport. And last but not least, that will be your student card. So obviously that you also need to get it as early as possible, but I made it last because it's not really the key thing. You're obviously going to get it once you register with the university, and they're going to give you the student card. So it's pretty basic. It's basically just your name, your student number, and that's it. And in Ireland, they prefer to use first names. So for me, they had a tough time, learning to pronounce Khaurelo. So I just told them, just say Khaurelo if you want. But yeah, so that's that. So with these cards, your life should be pretty much easy, and you should be able to get around and save money, and be able to settle in, look for employments, make sure you are here legal, apply for opportunities, and get discounts wherever you go. So those are the 5 most essential cards that I feel like as international students you need to survive in Ireland. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you find the tips and the cards very useful. And enjoy your time in Ireland for those that are in Ireland, and for those that are at home, I hope these videos give you an insight into what it's like being an international student in Ireland. Remember to subscribe, like, and share, and I will see you in my next video.